Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be fixing these headlights on this BMW. Now I was going to do my element, but I had a friend of mine, neighbor, who wanted me to do hers real quick, and I'd figure these are really bad. Now I would normally polish them and just forget about it, but I know now, and like always, if you polish them they last for a little bit, but it's not a permanent solution. The best way to do it is to sand it down with a little bit of 320, then you go down with the 400, and then you clear them. So I'm going to use automotive clear coat. Now if I'm not mistaken, most of these headlights, when they make them, if they're plastic, I believe they're kind of like jet molded, or they're heated. They don't really have clear when they come out of factory. It's just it's the plastic, that the way they make it. Now you could use clear to reshine it and give it shine. Obviously you'll still have details and little blemishes that kind of don't go away even with the clear, like that little cracking that's in the inside. It's really hard to make it go away, but it will look a lot nicer and it will last a lot longer than if you polish it. If you polish these headlights, they'll probably last for about, maybe, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months, versus if you clear them. If you clear these headlights, they'll last at least 5 years, depending on the clear that you use. So we're gonna go ahead and sand them down real quick, and then I'll show you what they look like. I usually like to wet sand them. I think you get a nicer, smoother finish. So I use obviously water, and then I'll use some Palmolive soap. This stuff is amazing. I mean, it'll take off grease, oil, anything. And you pour a little bit in there, and then you get ready to party. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Now this is pretty much the same process that you would use if you were doing your Honda Element headlights, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I just got lucky and got to do these headlights, which are really bad. So I'm gonna get some 400, and I'm gonna try 400 first to see how much I can destroy and get off. If the 400 is too light, then I'm gonna go ahead and use 320 and then come down with 400. So I'm gonna try it out. So I got the 400 wet or dry, and then the 320 wet or dry. So we're gonna go ahead and try which one. You definitely wanna get this really wet. And then once again, with the way I'm doing it, it's not really that you don't need a spray booth or somewhere clean. It's just I'm doing very light coats, and I'm gonna do one heavy coat. It's really not that windy or dusty out here. I mean, and their headlights, they're gonna be all right. And the clear that I'm using is pretty good, and I'm using a high-end gun, which is a little better when you're spraying. So the main thing that you got to do is once it's time, you just spray it slowly and take it easy, and then that way you don't get a lot of trash or debris in your clear coat. So as you can see, I had to use a little bit of the 400 because they are pretty bad. Now the yellow marking is slowly coming out. I mean, I had to use a 320, sorry. And I'm using a cardboard to basically not mess up the paint. Now normally I would tape everything off, but I don't want the tape to get damaged and then leave any sticky film. So we're just gonna do it like this. And then once I got it cleaned up, I'll go ahead and do the 400, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tape it up and then go ahead and spray it. All right guys, so I like using this wax and grease remover, and what that does, it cleans it out, takes all any moisture, wax, grease, and it also helps you see. It'll give you a little bit of a preview of what you might get once you clear it. So it's always good to at least just take the doubt out of your head, if you want to put it that way, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at right now. I think it'll be all right. They're not gonna be perfect, but they'll look a lot better than they do it'll look better than this. Let's put it that way, okay? This has a lot of yellow in it, so we'll see how it goes. All right guys, so both headlights are sanded down. I'm gonna go ahead and paper it up real quick. I gotta clean it, paper it up, and then we're gonna go ahead and spray the clear. I like using this Bulldog as a adhesive promoter. So I'll spray this first, and then I'm gonna clear it. The clear that I'm using has like a 4-hour dry time, but it dries in like 35-45 minutes. But It takes about 4 hours for it to really cure, at least enough to where you could at least somewhat touch it. So it's a decent clear. It's the shop line right here, the JC630. It's really good stuff. It's I think it's a 2-to-1 mix ratio, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's right here, 2-to-1. So the mix ratio, most of these, they always have the mix ratio, and you can see it right there on the side, and it'll tell you exactly what it is. And right there, it's 4-to-1. So it's a 4-to-1 mix ratio. So you need 4 clear, 1 hardener, and it works really good. So that's what we're gonna do real quick. Let me tape it up, and then we're gonna keep going. All right, so the paper's up. So what I do now is I like using plastic. And what I'll do is I'll throw the plastic over the hood, the whole front end, and then I'll just cut out the headlights. That way I don't get any overspray. But like I said, I'm using a high-end gun, so it doesn't really shoot out a lot of overspray, and it keeps everything pretty fluid as far as like where it goes. So that's what we're gonna do real quick. It's getting late, so I gotta hurry up and get this job done, because we need a little bit of daylight and a little bit of heat to kind of cure it. So let's get going. All right guys, so I sprayed my Bulldog, and this is what it looks like right now. So they look pretty good. And now I'm gonna mix my clear real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and clear them. So let's see how this goes. All right guys, so I had to bring the bad boy out. This is the SATA paint sprayer. It's got a 1.2. It's a very nice, easy gun to use, but this is the big boy gun right here. I use a lot of Home Depot guns to do regular custom work and woodwork. And I'm telling you right now, these Husky guns, they're awesome. I got a couple of them that I use for different stuff. Some of them for oil stains, some of them for water base, but this is my baby that I use for urethanes or any urethane clears. This is an amazing gun. It's been with me for a very long time. Yeah, almost since the beginning when I started doing custom cars back like, I don't know, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when I was doing lowriders and custom bikes and cars. So this is one of my babies, and she only comes out when I'm doing stuff like this. Just because it's easier to spray and it has a very nice spray pattern. So let's mix up the clear and let's get going. Now, for this clear, remember, this is a 4-to-1 ratio. So basically, if you have your 4 right there to 1, you can see it. We're gonna go to 4, 1, and that's gonna be our clear mix. And since I can only mix this is the minimal, that's kind of what we're gonna mix. I don't think I'll need that much, but that's what we're gonna go ahead and set up, and we're gonna go with that. So now that we mixed our clear and our gun is ready, we're gonna go ahead and start shooting, and let's see how it goes. And like I said guys, since this gun shoots a very low, you can shoot low pressure with a very I guess low capacity. It shoots very nice, and it doesn't throw out a lot of spray or overspray, I guess, if you want to say. That's kind of the purpose of these guns. And the first coat, obviously you kind of want to do it really light. You don't want to create too much of a, I guess, a surface where stuff will get stuck. So, and at the same time, you don't know how this plastic is going to react too. So you got to keep that in mind. So you want to take it easy, and then let it dry and wait for it to get tacky before you can start messing with it. The other good thing about this gun is it doesn't create a lot of overspray, so you don't have to really worry about your car getting overspray on it, because that's one of the things that happens when you're painting. And like I said, you want to create a really nice tacky coat. Don't put too much on it yet, mainly because you don't know how the plastic's going to react. And you just want to make sure that the plastic can handle the chemical. And right now it looks like it's doing really good. It doesn't look, as you can see, it's still a little spotty here and there, but that's normal, because like I said, you want to create a surface where things will stick, and that's kind of what we're doing. We're going to let this dry for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back and put a little heavier coat, and then that one will shine a little better. So as you can see, they are looking pretty good now. One of the ways that you know that the clear is drying is you touch it on a area and you'll start feeling tacky, and it gets kind of sticky. And now different clears have different I guess drying ratios, so that's what you want to do. You want to touch it And once it gets really tacky, that means it's good to go. So right here, it's getting real nice and tacky, but I'm gonna give it a little longer just to make sure that our coat is gonna be good. Now, if you shoot this too dry, you'll get what they have, what is called orange peel. If you shoot it too fast, you'll get drips. If your surface is not clean, you'll get fish eyes. You could also get spots. As you can see, it's really dirty out here, and there's not really a lot of trash or debris. The reason why, it's because the gun is not shooting a very heavy spray, and it's shooting everything directly where it needs to be, instead of causing a big old plume of air that picks up crap and then throws it on there with the clear. Will there be debris? Yes, I'm outside, but will it be that bad? Not really. This is a very low VOC clear too, so it's really not that harsh. But I would still take it easy on plastic, just because I don't know how it's going to react. So I don't want to push it because I don't know how this plastic is going to react. And I've had occasions before where the plastic was so brittle that when we shot it, it would start kind of like crackling or cracking, and that could be a problem. So I don't want to do that. The other thing is, this is not my car, so I try not to use too much tape on the actual surface of the vehicle, because when I come off and take the tape, I don't want to have any issues with the paint peeling off. So I try to make these like kind of like cocoons out of tape, but on paper. So I tuck the paper really good. Normally the best thing to do is take these headlights off and then do it, but I don't have time for that, and it's looking good, so we're gonna keep going. So as you can see, this is the second coat. It's very thick, very nice, and now you could see the final product almost come into bay. We're gonna probably do one more coat just to get a really nice base on there, but as you can see, it looks very nice, very clean, and it's drying really fast, so that's pretty good. And this is what I intend to do on my SC, because one of my headlights is bad, but I don't want to just deal with one. I'm just gonna go ahead and do them both, and I have a little special something I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna clear my SC headlights, and I'm gonna do a really cool effect on them, or a design. So make sure to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe, hit the like and notification bell, that way you don't miss the next video, because I'm gonna go ahead and do my SC next. And like I said, this is coming out really nice. I'm really happy with the product, so we're gonna go ahead and finish it up. All right guys, so here it is. This headlight came out really nice, except for I guess it's supposed to have like a white kind of like plastic back there. The plastic's burnt. It's not the actual headlight that's burnt, but I do believe that this is still the original headlight, and this headlight right here has been replaced. You could tell because of the white right here, it's still really nice. So this one came out the way it's supposed to be. That one's still original. This one was replaced maybe at one time. Something happened to it maybe. Who knows? Either way it goes, it still came out really nice. It looks good. So like I said, clearing these headlights is probably the best way to fix this. So just so you know. So I'm going to let it dry another, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it back to my neighbor. But as you can see, it's very nice, looks good, and other than that yellowish area, I mean, I can't do anything about it. Like I said, I was kind of hoping that, you know, both headlights were original, but this is how it should have turned out right here. But it's okay. I'm happy with it. I don't have a complaint, and this is what it looks like when you clear it. So all right guys, thanks for watching. Stay in your element. Make sure to subscribe and like, because I'm gonna go ahead and do my SC now. And I'm going to do a little custom work to it when I do the headlights, so it'll look pretty cool. All right, guys, take it easy out there.